Lola. That is a very pretty name. Lorelai. Are you guys going to the festival after? I'm not feeling very good today, but I said I would drive.
So I'm like, yes.
I think we are too. It's going to be exciting. We're already out here.
Right.
Yeah, it's only the first time to get there. Yeah, it's going to be hard. Alright, let's get into the
Shade for this job.
How's it going, brother? How are you?
My hands are no longer wet, so I'll show you.
Hi, how are you? I'm Brandon.
Hi, Sheila.
My name
Wyatt, John, Abigail.
Oh my.
Is she your only redhead?
Yes.
Yep. Brown, blonde, and red.
Oh,
That's awesome.
That is cool. We got a little bit of everything.
My best friends in middle school, that's what it was. We had somebody that was blonde, redhead, and a brown. I was like, we just couldn't decide, so we just did it all. One of each. Yeah.
Now we're on the back end, right?
Yeah, there you go, yeah. What? I have my pants on?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Stay better? Yeah. This is the first time you guys are coming out. That's what I'm saying. I'm like looking around like maybe I need to get over. We're gonna go find some shade and stay in that area. I think the shade is the best. Yeah. Right.
You want me to take pictures? That guy right there, Cal. Yeah. The board chair needs you to do that. I can't hear you. What? Our board chair needs you to do things. Okay?
He's like, why have you got me in?
That's the boss's boss.
When I'm doing my department, I'll pass it on to you in the program. I'll be on the front.
Welcome everyone, ladies and gentlemen, to our tolling of the boat ceremony. Pleased to have such a wonderful looking crowd and our military represented here today. And we'll begin by posting colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic that stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Let's bow our heads. Glorious Heavenly Father, We pray for a blessing on this memorial service as we gather here today to honor our shipmates who are on eternal patrol. Most of the memories of them have been last forever. May we thank you for the privilege of having saved us. We pray for armed forces, our leaders, and our country. We ask you to show them favor in the name of Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
We'd like to recognize a few folks before we get started here. We'd like to recognize Brent Trout, the manager, and all the volunteers. And if you've ever volunteered here at the BAtfish, would you raise your hand? Just give us a wave so we can see the volunteers. We sure appreciate all they do out here. And of course the BAtfish crew, the two crews, and the submarine veterans. If you're a submarine veteran, would you put your hand up now so we can see you, or stand up so we can see where you're at? And of course, the World War II submarine veterans. I know we have at least two over there, Dale Ware and Nick Guagliardo. Do we have any other World War II submarine veterans here today? Okay, at this time, I would like to bring Jamie Stout up to do our proclamation.
Good morning. It's an honor to be out here today to present the city proclamation on behalf of the mayor. Whereas the submarine BAtfish is credited with sinking 9 ships in World War II, whereas the submarine BAtfish has a record of sinking the greatest number of enemy submarines in the 76-hour period, and whereas the combat awards earned by the BAtfish and her crew included 10 Bronze Stars, 1 Navy Cross, 4 Silver Stars, 9 Battle Stars, and 1 Presidential Citation, and whereas in April of 1973, the Oklahoma Maritime Commission transferred possession of the USS BAtfish SS-310 to Muskogee War Memorial Authority, and whereas the Muskogee War Memorial Park honors 52 American submarines lost in World War II and those submarines and submariners who have been lost in their service and country. And now, therefore, I, John Robert Coburn, Mayor of the City of Muskogee, do here proclaim Saturday, May the 19th, 2018 as War Memorial Park and USS BAtfish Day in the City of Muskogee, and urge all to remember, all gave some and some gave all. Thank you.
We're going to start our ceremony now. This is the formal preamble to the ceremony of the tolling of the boats. For our guests, the tolling of the boats ceremony is a solemn remembrance of our shipmates who sacrificed and in many cases gave their lives aboard submarines in the service of their country. Although prior to World War II, from 1900 to 1941, 9 U.S. submarines were lost. The period of December 7, 1941 through September 2, 1945 were years of monumental struggles and sacrifice for all Americans. The objectives were to protect and preserve the freedoms of these United States of America, as well as those of our friends and the Allies. To this end, our entire nation's efforts, both civilian and military, were rendered to a full measure of devotion. A segment of the United States Navy, relatively new to combat, small in number of ships and men, performed its assigned duties and greatly contributed to the overall efforts which resulted in victory over the Axis powers. I refer to the submarine force, the brand of service which we of this organization were a part. The crews of our submarines departed from their bases, determined to seek out and destroy the enemy to the extreme limits of their capabilities and endurance. Many of our members were lost in the performance of these duties. Some men lost their lives individually, but by far the greater number died as submarines failed to return from patrol. In some instances, the cause of the submarine's loss was known, but in most cases, the report, submarine overdue, presumed lost, was the epitaph for both submarines and men. Some few were rescued by the enemy and imprisoned until the war's end. In some cases, from these men, we then learned the fate of their ship and crew. A total of 52 American submarines were lost during World War II. In very few instances, part of the crew survived, but most often the entire complement of men and officers perished with their submarine. Since the end of World War II, we have lost 4 American submarines, with the last one being in 1968. More than 40 years has lapsed since we lost our last U.S. submarine, and these men departed on their eternal patrol. But we, the United States submarine veterans, strive to keep alive the memory of our departed shipmates at every gathering of our organization. We honor their memory in prayer and by tolling the boats, calling the roll of these 65 submarines lost. We shall now proceed with the ceremony. These are the pre-World War II submarine losses. F4 SS-23, date lost March 25th, 1915, foundered, all hands lost, 21 men. F1 Carp SS-20, December 17th, 1917, collision, 19 men lost, 5 rescued. H1 SS-28, March 12, 1920, grounded, 4 men lost. S5 SS-110, September 1st, 1920, foundered, no loss of life. O5 SS-66, October 29th, 1923, actual date unknown, rammed, foundered, 3 men lost. S51 SS-162, September 25th, 1925, collision, 33 men lost. S4 SS-109, December 17th, 1927, rammed, all hands lost, 40 men. USS Squalus SS-192, May 23rd, 1939, flooded, 26 men lost, 33 survivors. 09 SS-70, June 20th, 1941, foundered, all hands lost, 33 men. And now we're going to read the 52 submarines lost during World War II. Sea Lion, SS-195, sunk by aerial bombs. December 10th, 1941, 4 men lost and 1 man died in POW camp. S-36, SS-141, ran aground January 20th, 1942, no loss of life. S-26, SS-131, rammed by escort January 24th, 1942, 46 men lost, 3 survivors. Shark 1 SS-174, sunk by surface craft, February 11th, 1942, all hands lost, 52 men. The Perch SS-176, sunk by surface craft, March 3rd, 1942, 61 taken prisoner, 6 died as POWs. S-27, SS-132, ran aground, June 19, 1942, no loss of life. Grunion, SS-216, sunk, cause unknown, July 30th, 1942, all hands lost, 70 men. S-39, SS-144, ran aground, August 16th, 1942, date actual date unknown, no loss of life. Argonaut, SS-166, sunk by surface craft, January 10th, 1943, all hands lost, 102 men. Amberjack, SS-219, sunk by surface craft and aerial bombs, February 16th, 1943, all hands lost, 72 men. The Grampus, SS-207, sunk by surface craft, March 5th, 1943, all hands lost, 71 men. The Triton, SS-201, sunk by surface craft, March 15th, 1943, all hands lost, 74 men. The Pickerel, SS-177, sunk by surface craft, April 3rd, 1943, all hands lost, 74 men. Grenadier, SS-210, sunk by aerial bombs, April 22nd, 1943, all taken prisoner, 4 men died in POW camp, 72 men survived. The Runner, SS-275, sunk by enemy mines, June 30th, 1943, all hands lost, 78 men. R-12, SS-89, sunk, cause unknown, June 12th, 1943, 42 men lost, 5 survivors. Grayling, SS-209, sunk, cause unknown, September 9th, 1943, all hands lost, 76 men. Papano, SS-181, sunk by enemy mines, September 29th, 1943, all hands lost, 77 men. Cisco SS-290, sunk by surface craft and aerial bombs. September 28, 1943, all hands lost, 76 men. SS-44, SS-155, sunk by surface craft. October 7th, 1943, 2 POW survivors, 56 men lost. The Dorado, SS-248, sunk by friendly aircraft. October 12, 1943, all hands lost, 77 men. Wahoo, SS-238, sunk by aerial bombs. October 11, 1943, all hands lost, 80 men. The Corvina, SS-226, sunk by enemy sub. November 16, 1943, all hands lost, 83 men. The Sculpin, SS-191, sunk by surface craft. November 19, 1943, 21 POW survivors, 63 men lost. The Kaplan, SS-289, sunk by surface craft and mines. December 2nd, 1943, all hands lost, 76 men. The Scorpion, SS-278, sunk by enemy mines, January 5th, 1944. All hands lost, 77 men. The Grayback, SS-208, sunk by surface craft and aerial bombs, February 27, 1944. All hands lost, 80 men. The Trout, SS-202, sunk by surface craft, February 29, 1944. All hands lost, 81 men. Tullaby, SS-284, sunk by own torpedo. March 26, 1944. 79 men lost, 1 POW survivor. The Grudgeon, SS-211, sunk by surface craft and aerial bombs. April 18, 1944. All hands lost, 79 men. The Herring, SS-233, sunk by surface craft and land battery. June 1st, 1944. All hands lost, 83 men. The Gullet, SS-361, sunk by surface craft, June 14th, 1944. All hands lost, 82 men. SS-28, S-28, SS-133, sunk, cause unknown. July 4th, 1944, all hands lost, 49 men. The Raballo, SS-273, sunk by enemy mines. July 26, 1944, 81 men lost, 4 as POWs. The Flyer, SS-250, sunk by enemy mines. August 13, 1944, 78 men lost, 8 survivors. The Harder, SS-257, sunk by surface craft. August 24, 1944. All hands lost, 79 men. Seawolf, SS-197, sunk, friendly destroyer. October 3rd, 1944. All hands lost, 100 men, 17 were Army. The Darter, SS-227, ran aground. October 24th, 1944, no loss of life. The Shark II, SS-314, sunk by surface craft, October 24, 1944. All hands lost, 87 men. The Tang, SS-306, sunk by own torpedo. October 25, 1944. 78 men lost, 9 survived as POWs. The Escolar, SS-294, sunk by enemy mines. October 17, 1944. All hands lost, 82 men. The Albacore, SS-218, sunk by enemy mines. November 7th, 1944. All hands lost, 85 men. The Growler, SS-215, sunk, cause unknown. November 8th, 1944. All hands lost, 86 men. The Scamp, SS-277, sunk by surface craft and aerial bombs. November 11th, 1944. All hands lost, 83 men. The Swordfish, SS-193, sunk, cause unknown. January 12th, 1945. All hands lost, 89 men. The Barbell, SS-316, sunk by aerial bombs. February 4th, 1945. All hands lost, 81 men. The Keep, SS-369, sunk, cause unknown. March 20th, 1945. All hands lost, 87 men. The Trigger, SS-237, sunk by surface craft and aerial bombs, March 26, 1945. All hands lost, 89 men. The Snook, SS-279, sunk, cause unknown, April 8, 1945. All hands lost, 84 men. The Lagardo, SS-371, sunk by a surface craft, May 3rd, 1945. All hands lost, 86 men. The Bonefish, SS-223, sunk by surface craft, June 18, 1945. All hands lost, 85 men. The Bullhead, SS-332, sunk by aerial bombs, August 6, 1945. All hands lost, 84 men. And that's the 52 submarines that were sunk during World War II. And we now have 4 submarines that have been sunk since World War II. The Cochina, SS-345, fire on board, August 26, 1949. 1 man lost, and 6 men lost from the Tusk. The Stickleback, SS-415, rammed, May 28, 1958, no loss of life. The Thresher, SSN 593, flooded, April 10th, 1963. All hands lost, 129 men. And the last submarine lost by the United States is Scorpion, SSN 589, cause unknown, May 22nd, 1968. All hands lost, 99 men. At this time, we'd like to bring up Steve Ezel, who's going to read the names of the submarine veterans lost on submarines, and all of these men are from Oklahoma.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is quite an honor for me to be here to help pay tribute to the memory of these gallant men. After conducting extensive and thorough research through various U.S. government and other historical sources, a list of names has been 11 October 1943. Patrick Joseph Cannon, Oklahoma, 20 September 1943. Ernest Eamon Jones, Beggs, Oklahoma, 16 November 1943. Robert Dale Lloyd, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 16 November 1943. Harold Judson Weiser, Oklahoma, 26 March 1944. Ross Lillard Capshaw, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 26 February 1944. Lee Carroll Stanford, Ardmore, Oklahoma, 26 February 1944. Ray Eugene Martin, Nowato, Oklahoma, 26 July 1944. Samuel Elliott Spencer, Valiant, Oklahoma, 26 July 1944. Jack Lee Blair, Wagner, Oklahoma, 1 June 1944. Jack T. Blevins, Oklahoma, 1 June 1944. Billy Glenn Hill, Oklahoma, 1 June 1944. James Arthur Sutherland, Atoka, Oklahoma, 1 June 1944. Willard Archie Edwards, Davis, Oklahoma, 14 June 1944. Glenn Gordon Lockwood, Ponca City, Oklahoma, 14 June 1944. Homer Don Wright, Woodward, Oklahoma, 14 June 1944. Lucius Polk Wall, Minco, Oklahoma, 13 August 1944. Roy Benjamin Moss, Burlington, Oklahoma, 24 August 1944. Francis Arden Ballard, Ardmore, Oklahoma, 3 October 1944. Edward Chapman, Sealing, Oklahoma, 3 October 1944. Hal Hunter Dupuy, Duncan, Oklahoma, 24 October 1944. Kenneth Eugene Lawson, Grove, Oklahoma, 24 October 1944. Irby Carl Perrin, Spiro, Oklahoma, 24 October 1944. Willis Woodrow Porter, Oklahoma, 24 October 1944. Osmer Dennis Gregg, Cordell, Oklahoma, 25 October 1944. Chester Lovelace, Perry, Oklahoma, 25 October 1944. Clarence Edwin Fredman Jr., Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 8 November 1944. Thomas Eugene Tucker, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 17 October 1944. Eugene Donald Riddle, Bachito, Oklahoma, 16 November 1944. James Kenneth Harrell, Purcell, Oklahoma, 17 November 1944. Leonard Oscar Eccles, Warner, Oklahoma, 12 January 1945. Eugene Raymond Fawcett, Pryor, Oklahoma, 12 January 1945. D. Edward Gambrell Jr., Muskogee, Oklahoma, 12 January 1945. Vernon Kirk, Oklahoma, 12 January 1945. Joseph Edwin Wren, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 12 January 1945. Maurice Thurman Burris, Weatherford, Oklahoma, 4 February 1945. Fred A. Fritz Wallace Jr., Stonewall, Oklahoma, 4 February 1945. Robert William Crowley, Duncan, Oklahoma, 20 March 1945. Bayless Eugene Crutcher, Durant, Oklahoma, 28 March 1945. Jack Theron Wilder, Jenks, Oklahoma, 28 March 1945. James Durward Choate, Braggs, Oklahoma, 9 April 1945. Ben Sylvia, Bartlesville, Oklahoma, 9 April 1945. Mac Alfred Fugit, Muldrow, Oklahoma, 18 June 1945. Tom Ford Williams, Foster, Oklahoma, 18 June 1945. Though we have long since commended their earthly remains to the ocean's depths, we await the time when that which was corrupted shall put on the mantle of incorruptibility, that which was mortal shall put on the garment of immortality, in the glorious resurrection of the last day, through Christ Jesus our Savior, who is the King of kings, the Lord of lords, and the sovereign of the kingdom and life everlasting. Amen.
Precious Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to have this memorial service today and for the people who made it possible. We pray again for our troops overseas and for wisdom for our country's leaders. We pray for safety for each of us as we return home. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
At this time, retire colors.